All right, we're out here at Tower Ranch on Gspro playing with the Garmin R10. And if you have not seen the channel before, rules of the round, we're playing on a Windows PC. We got an iPhone 13 doing the Garmin Approach R10. We generally pick somewhere in the 6,000s for yardage. Tower Ranch is a fairly new course, and we are testing it out today. You can see the first hole, we have a 42-yard drop right off the first tee, and I think that Tower Ranch really does a good job of visualizing all of the elevation changes. Some of the courses, it's kind of hard to tell if you're down or up, but I'll point out a few examples here after this second shot goes a little wide right. You can see that house up on the left looks really high up the hill, and it's really trying to give us some scale. So we roll one in there for an opening par, and we're off to the second. Probably my best drive right there of the day. Attack angle was a little down, but everything else was pretty straight. And then because we have almost 50 yards down the hill, we end up with a 317-yard drive. This shot, this 200-yard shot, I keep trying to swing slower, harder, be more accurate. That one I top and pull left. It amazingly runs very nicely over to the front of the green, and I immediately knew I kind of duffed that one, and we're forced to get a par after not being able to chip it close. And yeah, look at these 20 yards downhill, but we get this really good slope, and we get to see how the course kind of moves left to right. 100 yards left. The slope and my pull, we go way left, deep rough, trying to chip it up the hill, and it runs out, and we are already in the positives with a bogey on the third. Going to the fourth, another par 5. This one fairly straight. I like that shot shape. Trying to get a 3-wood up there, left the face, a little open, and swung across it, and we are in the right rough. Trying to get another, and this one rolls out nicely for a birdie, and we're back to even par. Now 115 yards. But we're going downhill about 10, so we hit some sort of little fade up there, and we were literally 2 yards short from getting that in the birdie, so we par that one, and we are off to the 6th hole. And another good drive. We are at least driving the ball good. These fairways are quite narrow. This whole course would be really hard if you were left, right all day. It's a links style course, not a lot of trees, not a lot of things in your way, but got to navigate the elevation changes. Here we come across and turn the face over, which equals something very left, and it's that 200-yard shot again. I'm really struggling with that one sometimes. Trying to chip this one close now, and luckily we get it in the circle and remain at even through 6. Going to the 7th, I could tell that was pulled right away, and we got water over there, we got hazards over there, and we're in. Only one thing you can do is drop right here on the creek and try and salvage. We just barely creep on, and so we are going to double bogey that to go to +2 par 3s, double bogeys. That's rough. A tight driving hole here, and we're able to spin one down the middle. 131 remaining. It's 12 yards up the hill, so I try and give it a little extra. And we fly just over the zone into a good looking normal par there, going to the 9th. And we hit an absolute horrid top. 1.2 degrees off the ground somehow, so not good. This is a par 4, remember, so now we're just trying to get back in play, which we do sort of successfully, and now we got to put it close from 110 if we want to avoid a big number. Stay in. Oh my goodness, and we do it. Somehow par the 9th, moving to the 10th hole. Got really afraid of the water there and just yanked it left. We get a big bounce from the cart path, and we are up on this hill, facing downhill and to the right. That 17-degree right and 20-degree down lie just shoots us over to the right side. That's one thing Gspro does really well, is the ball physics are great. This one we are 1 foot away from rolling that in there for a par, but we are getting the automatic bogey with the 2-putt, going to the 11th hole at +3. All day long, taking the long irons and just pulling them across my body, getting way too much. So this one aiming for the center of the green, trying to play that slope a little bit, and just eats me up. We get an automatic 3-putt and we bogey that one as well. We're going to 12 now at 4. Here's another iron that just goes left, left, and more left right off the face. Thought we'd get a good kick there, but we do not, and now we have to do some sort of downhill magic to keep it as a par. And we get a good roll out, and luckily par that one. Over to the 13th, of interesting fairway that you're just kind of shooting up towards. Can't beat 0-degree launch and 0-degree left to right, dead straight up the hill. 109 now, and that's a little left again. Trying to fade back, and almost catches the edge of the circle, but we have to settle for a par. 199 down the hill. Somehow I swing 17 degrees right to left, which, I mean left to right, which I've never done, and then hit a bullet out of the rough that goes to an automatic 3-putt on the par 3, and we are quickly gaining some strokes here. Not because of driving the ball though. The drives were feeling good all day, hitting the center of these little fairways, but the irons were just not cooperating. Here's another 200-yard shot, which I was struggling with all day. Finally got it to fade a little bit, which is what my normal shot shape is on something like that, but 130 ball speed with a hybrid, and that just went way too far. We do get the par though, and we stay at +6, going to a long par 4 down the hill. And this one we pulled. You can see the club path was fine. Club face 8 degrees closed. We did get a really good launch angle and attack angle of +3 on that one, and 19 degrees, so that's almost perfect there. If we would have had the face straight, it would have been fine. Another iron where we just turn the face over and pull it left. And then I don't know what I was doing there. That seemed too soft, and I was right, and it doesn't make it, and we are another bogey in. So +7. We're going to have to finish this round with some magic if we are going to feel pretty good about it. Here's another drive, though, that finds the fairway. Up here on these hills at Tower Ranch. If you have not played this course, I do recommend it. It is very interesting and fun. That almost looked like a real swing. And it goes straight. And so we're setting ourselves up here for a easy third shot in. 95 yards up the hill. And we go too far past it to the left and are forced to par that. One more hole of the day. Trying to go over the corner and just open the face and flail it out there too much, so we're in the wrapped rough, hitting our next shot out, and it just gets in play and goes to the other rough. So now we're on like a side hill lie, chipping up towards the green, trying to save par on 18. And we do not. We're going to bogey this one as well. End the round at +8. Only one birdie on the card. This course is pretty tough. It's got a lot of elevation changes, but I definitely recommend playing it. And if you haven't already, like and sub.